Welcome to Fallingwater, the house designed by Frank Lloyd Wright and built between 1936 and 1939 for the Kaufman family, who owned the Kaufman department store and were an iconic family in Pittsburgh. This was my first time to Fallingwater, so I was excited to share this as a community resource. If you haven't been there, it's not particularly close to Pittsburgh. It's about an hour and 20 minutes drive from Chatham in Mill Run, Pennsylvania, near Ohiopyle. I was impressed by the information imparted by the tour guide, and in particular was interested to hear that the entire project, including architect's fees and a lot of the furniture, which is built in, didn't cost more than about $155,000 in 1930s money. The whole tour is really fabulous, and I appreciated a lot of the language used by the tour guide herself. She described the house as harmonious, where the parts related to the whole. She talked about how it was designed from the inside out, that the design itself radiated from the needs of the user. And she used the word organic architecture as she talked about how the architecture itself was inspired by and integrated with nature, and mentioned that the house itself was designed to protect the beauty of the landscape as well as the quality of the water that falls through the house. So I thought that this would be a really great resource to support learning for a problem-based learning unit based around architecture or landscape design and its integration with different users as well as the landscape. They don't let you take pictures or videos while you're inside on your tour, so I'll show you some pictures that I collected online. And you should definitely go on the tour yourself if you haven't been there before. But you can see lots of natural daylighting, warm feel to the whole place, really progressive furniture for something that was built in the 30s. Since we're close to Ohiopyle too, the whole experience was phenomenal, not just the tour. There are a lot of opportunities for diverting onto nature walks or even just doing slow, meaningful lead-ins or reflection on your way to or away from your tour. Lots of nature. Let's listen to some of it. Like I said, I think a visit to Fallingwater, whether it's in person or virtual, is a great opportunity to think about design for different users' needs on a small scale for one individual family, an opportunity for thought and reflection about the importance of integrating design with nature and to see some examples of it. I also think it's an interesting reflective exercise to hear about how this unique family lived and to put yourself in their shoes or into the shoes of their architect and to learn a little bit about Pittsburgh's local history. Given the Kaufman family was wealthy and white, and so this leads to some interesting opportunities for conversation around the implications of environmental justice and the politics of race and socioeconomics, since the Kaufman family was also able to escape to this house and escape from Pittsburgh's poor air quality at the time because they could afford the $1 round-trip fee to get out of the city at the time. The visitor center itself is really beautiful too, and a nice example of green design and more modern contemporary design. Unfortunately, I asked and they don't offer green building tours of the visitor center, but that doesn't mean that you can't talk about it with your students while you're there. In fact, I even found this sign on the inside of bathroom stall doors talking about how the visitor center has its own on-site wastewater treatment system. Too bad they don't give you tours of it. All in all, I encourage you to check out Fallingwater's website with their opportunities for school groups. They offer summer youth programs that, if you have any students interested in architecture, you might want to encourage them to look into. They also offer field trips, and they say they're willing to pay transportation fees to get out there, so that's a plus since it's so hard to get to. But they also have a lot of online information, a lot of virtual tours and timelines and different diagrams you can refer to. And they have a bunch of curriculum resources for things you can do in the classroom using Fallingwater as a focal point, including pre-visit lessons going from 3rd grade all the way up to 12th grade, descriptions of a math trail that they have on site and historical math problems based around the building. And they also offer a teacher residence over the summer that focuses on problem-based learning using Frank Lloyd Wright's Fallingwater House, as well as architecture in general. And a variety of different hands-on workshops are available during their field trips. So check out their website and hope you enjoy it, both the website and a visit to Fallingwater, as much as I did.